Here we are with the picks of Equinage for Wednesday at Churchill Downs, Derby week. And we are seeing the simulation of the first race at courtesy of the race simulator of Equinage.com. You have there the QR code. Go to that link. You will register your free user. Try the best handicapping tool for the US horse racing. And don't forget the Scotty picks at the top. We have an update. These two picks and the long shot are calculated by a machine learned algorithm, and this algorithm emulates a human being handicapping the race. And before this week, the average was 52% of winning rate for these two picks, but currently the stats are saying that these two are winning 55% of the races. Remember, that includes all the tracks, all the dates, all the races in the US horse racing. So 55% to win between these two picks. That is very good. And the long shot between 11 to 14%. Then you have the win percentage, a probability calculated for each horse based on stats. It's an independent algorithm. If these two algorithms match, that's very good. The pace, the initial speed of each horse, you saw it graphically in the race simulator. The SOR, the stand of race, the competitive level of each horse. The higher means he was facing or she was facing tougher competition. This is the level of this race. And then you have the record of the horse for the specific distance and surface. And the GSR, the red column at the right, is the genetic strength rate, the pedigree of the horse in one number. And the higher, the better. And obviously, for this specific distance and surface, if you touch a horse, you can check the whole campaign of the horse since the debut, the workouts, even the campaign of the stallion and the dam, and the GSR Plus with all the information of the genetic of the horse, the pedigree for every distance and surface. In this race, 1 and 2 are the picks, the 7 is the long shot, 1 and 2 at the top, 45% between them. And the enemies, obviously, the 6, the 3, and 7, they have 18, 17, and 10% respectively in the win percentage. The 7, 8 to 1 in the money line is the long shot. Maybe you can check this horse as a possible surprise. And the enemies 6 and 3. These two, you need to use them. In race number 2, 2 and 10 are the picks, and the 4 is the long shot. This one is a tough one. Several first starters. The number 2, top win percentage at top here, good chance to win, good genetics. Then you have the 10 that has only 5% to win and is 12 to 1 in the money line. The GSR is good enough. You need to check this horse. Could upset the race, and this is a clear alert. Same applies for the 4. Another first starter, Vincent GSR, 10 to 1 in the money line. So these 3, I believe you need to consider use these 3. The 6 is another first starter. The GSR and the win percentage is the first one in the probability. The GSR is lower, but the distance is short. Maybe for this occasion, this GSR is not too. You need to be too worried about it. But obviously, we prefer horses with better GSR. So at least you can check this horse. So these 3 and maybe the 6 options in this second race at Churchill. 3 and 1 the picks. The 2 is the long shot. The 3, 20%. The number 1, 9% and first starter. The GSR is not bad. The GSR of the 3 is very good. And this is another alert. 12 to 1 in the money line, and here, first starter. Wow. Check this horse. Could upset the race. The 3, obviously. The number 5 is an enemy. The GSR is the weak part. Maybe you need to check this horse. Has a chance to beat the favorite, but maybe the GSR is going to be a limitation, especially at the distance. And then you have the number 4, a first starter with 14% to win, and the number 7, 13 to win, has the 4 win percentage of the race. And the 2 is the long shot, is 10 to 1 in the money line, and 7% to win. This one is the tough one. Must use, need to be checked, careful. This one needs to be reviewed because this lower GSR and you have two enemies here. Race 4, 11, 9, and 12. 11, 40% and good pace. Good GSR, a horse that is going to be a must in this race. Now, if you want to beat him, you have the option of the number 9, only 6% to win. The GSR is lower, but the horse has a chance, obviously. The win percentage is saying that it's not too strong, but this one is saying check the horse. The 12, 5%, almost the same percentage, 10 to 1 in the money line. Maybe you can check the horse. It's a possible surprise. And in the win percentage, as you can see, after the 11 is the number 1 with 15%, is the enemy and is 1-for-1 at the distance, good GSR. This one is an enemy, a horse needs to be reviewed, and a possible surprise. Then the 11 is strong here. Race 5, 9 and 10 the picks. 9 at the top, 26%. The GSR is going up. This horse is a pick that you need to use. The number 1 enemy, 20%. The number 7, 13% enemy. And then you have 6 and 10 that are here. Second pick, the 10. Good GSR. The win probability not too high, but it's not too bad in comparison with the others. And the 6, same win percentage, 10%, 12 to 1 in the money line. So you can say the number 9 is the horse to beat. You can check other metrics. For example, the number 1 and 7, they have lower SOR in comparison to 9, 6, and 10. So maybe you need to use these two against the number 9, and you need to check if one of these are good enough to be considered as the 10 and 6 has enemies of the number 9. Your criteria. Race 6, 49% for the number 5. Good GSR, good pace, top pick. Almost a single and good SOR. This horse is extremely strong here. The 3, 7% to win. The GSR is dropping. Obviously, an alert, a possible enemy, but the number 5 looks stronger here. The 8, 15%, an enemy. So you have an enemy here, a possible enemy, and the long shot, 10 to 1 in the money line, 8% only, but possible surprise. This one looks strong. Race 7. As you see, the win percentage is spread between these 5 horses. The 4 and 2 are here, and the 2 is 12 to 1 in the money line. The GSR is dropping, but has a chance. It's not too bad. And the 3 is the long shot, 6 to 1 in the money line, and is with a good win percentage. So these 3, they look good, but obviously the 9, top win percentage, powerful. GSR, the SOR is lower because I imagine this horse is coming from victory in a maybe special way, likely. So I think you need to think about these 3 horses, and the number 9 is a strong enemy. The other option is the 5 that has good numbers too, but these 3 are horses that you need to check with the number 9. The 4 horses of the race with the number 5 has an option. Race 8. Oh, this one is more equalized, completely equalized. These horses are almost the same in the win percentage. Then you see the 5 and the number 1. The 5, good pace, and 1-for-1 at the distance, good GSR like the number 2. Then you have the number 1, almost the same win percentage, a powerful SOR. He was facing a very tough competition, solid genetics. So these 2 look strong here, and 2, 5, and 8 enemies that you could consider. These 2, I think you need to use them, and you need to check on 2, 3, and 8. Race 9. 11 and 1 and 3 is the long shot. 11, 36% to win. Wow. 3-4-3, powerful GSR. The number 1, 2-4-4 and 2 places. very good GSR, by the way. Good win percentage. Second pick. These two together, 56%. And remember, these picks are winning 55%, so they're matching here very strong. So maybe you need to use both in a ticket. If you're doing pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, maybe you need to use both. And if you want to take the risk and you don't consider another single before, maybe you can decide, oh, the 1 is winning or the 11 is winning, and taking the risk. But the most common sense to think is use both. The 3, 5% to win, 30-1 in the money line, the long shot, good GSR and alert. Exotics, maybe the 3 is for the exotics. 6 and 4 are in the mix with the GSR lowering, so maybe for the exotics. These 2, I believe the race is there. And in the 10, 6 and 10 the picks, the 8 is the long shot. And as you can see, the 6, 11% to win. The 10, 6% to win. So the Scotty Pick is saying you these horses, they have a chance. Check these horses. But then the win probability is saying you in this particular race, they are not matching at all. The 7, 25% to win has a good chance. The long shot, 20% to win. 8-1 in the money line. The GSR is dropping, but still 77. Very powerful. The SOR is the top one. This horse is going to run well here, I believe. Then you have the 4. The 6 is here. Then you have the 3. Good GSR, first starter. 11% to win. 15-1 in the money line. And we mentioned before the 10 with 6%, but 12-1 in the money line. It's easy to read here that the system is saying you, oh, a surprise is a strong possibility in this race. Maybe the 7, the 4, or even the 6. That is the top pick at 6-1 in the money line. They are the top in the money line. Maybe one of them, 7, 4, and 6 could win the race, but the 8 looks very dangerous. The 3 is an option. It's a good option, this horse. The Unseen, especially that has more win probability than the 10, that is the second pick with 6% and 12-1 in the money line. So surprise. Another surprise. This one is one of the favorites, 6-1 in the money line, the number 6. So this one, a surprise, is at the site. So I believe use these 3 and consider 7, 4, and 3. This race is going to be something good for the bettors in this race. Do a superfecta, combine this number that trifecta. You could hit something very good. If you are doing a late pick 5 or pick 4 or pick 3, maybe you can use all these horses and root for the best if you are hitting the previous races. Good luck at Churchill Downs. During the week, we will have a clip with Scotty McKeever, creator of Equinedge, analyzing the Kentucky Derby. We will have that clip. And also, of course, the picks for Gulfstream Park or Santa Anita during the week. Good luck.